That's right, it's Chris. I'm sitting here on the project stage at the Lakewood Amphitheater, and with me right now, everyone please welcome Dave Draiman from Disturbed!
What's up, what's up?
Now, of all the things that you do in a day, that's the one thing that could never get old, right?
You mean the roar of applause?
This
No,
thing.
that's
Dave
what we live
Draiman
for,
from
bro.
Disturbed!
No, that's always music to my ears, man.
I just like, I'm basking in the afterglow of just being next to you with everybody hollering at you like that.
It's not a bad thing, that's for sure. I think that the only problem that we ever end up having with it is when we don't hear enough of it.
Yeah.
So come on! There you go.
Dave, thanks for coming out and hanging out with us and talking to us today.
No problem.
I wanted to brag on something. I was like, of all the people to tell that will actually maybe appreciate this, you might. I went to my first Jewish wedding this weekend.
Well, mazel tov to you.
I know, Mazel Tov, Jamie and Chaz. It was a fantastic wedding. The traditions at a Jewish wedding were beautiful. It was
Cool.
spectacular.
Yeah, I haven't been to one of those since my brother got married, but they are quite a sight to see, that's for sure.
I want one now.
You want one?
I want a Jewish wedding.
You want to become an honorary member of the tribe, do you?
100%. 100%. Best wedding I've ever been to. Just,
there you go.
Just was a blast. On the Mayhem Fest tour, playing with Slipknot all over this great country and playing for a lot of great rock fans. What's it like for you guys to look out over the crowd and see some of the Slipknot fans like in masks and stuff from the stage? What's that looking like from you guys up on stage to see all those masks out there?
We see all kinds of masks. Some of them are actually ones that people make up of the guy that we have, our mascot as well. Painted faces. You got a gentleman over here with the double labre kicking. Believe you me, brother, we are very well represented out there. And
Yeah.
so are... Right, is Disturbed well represented out there? Yeah. And don't get me wrong, all due respect to Slipknot and all due respect to everything that they do. And anybody who's going to be able to show, their kind of... fervor for the band, the kind of of support that they know that they want to show the band, you got to do something that's visible because otherwise the band's not going to tell. Now, we don't wear masks, so therefore people are not emulating us wearing masks. We get them wearing double labres like this gentleman over
That's
here.
right. That's right. Strong.
To each their own. To each their own.
Also, just a lot of Disturbed tattoos I see roaming around all over the place. Disturbed, inked on people for forever. I'm sure you run across a lot of those, and a lot of them are really, really cool. Do you run across the occasional one that you go, ooh,
Well,
let me pay to fix that?
I gotta be proud anytime that we see somebody who's dedicated enough to ink us into their flesh. I think that's an amazing thing. I many a time have actually lent my signature to one of the actual tats.
Yeah.
And they end up inking in the signature as well. So people take this stuff very, very seriously. It's very overwhelming to see. I think everyone's entitled to their own expression of art on their body, and however it is, no one's really in a position to judge it. So however you want to ink yourself up, please go ahead and do it.
Fantastic. I think that's pretty cool to have that moment of the autograph and the moment of getting to meet you forever immortalized. That, to me, is a pretty cool tattoo if you're going to get one from your favorite band.
Pretty overwhelming for us. It's still surreal now.
All right, I want to talk to you a little bit about Indestructible. You got a couple minutes. Let's play something.
Sure.
Let's play something from Disturbed, and then we'll come back and we'll talk some Indestructible. So let's go back a little ways. Let's listen to Voices. Dave Draiman from Disturbed is here with us. We're live at the Lakewood Amphitheater. It's Project 961. Disturbed on the main stage at 8:35 tonight. Live out here at the Project 961 Mayhem Fest. Dave Draiman from Disturbed is joining us on stage right now. Got guys over here screaming from Dobbins Air Force Base.
Cool.
Military showing their love. You guys just showed your love to the military just back from the Middle East.
Much respect to everyone in the military. Absolutely, all they sacrifice for us is very, very well appreciated.
How does that come together? How do you get in touch with somebody in Kuwait and do a show in Kuwait?
Well, actually, the MySpace people actually got a hold of our agent, and we had been telling him for a good 4 or 5 years running now that if anything ever comes up that's troop-related, USO-related,
Yes.
that we wanted to be a part of it. And so when the Operation MySpace show came together, we jumped to on the opportunity.
Wow.
Definitely,
Wow.
we're all about it right away.
They obviously appreciate it because they're out here showing their love. Indestructible is the new Disturbed CD. Who out here has that? Would you please talk to me a little bit about Inside the Fire, the song we've obviously been playing? Tell me which parts of it are fact and which parts of it are maybe a little bit of creative embellishment of the story?
Well, the fact is that I did have a girlfriend that unfortunately committed suicide when I was in my teenage years, about 15 years old, is when she took her own life, and it was unfortunately as a result of us no longer being able to be together.
Oh.
So it was a huge amount of guilt and a lot of baggage, a lot of years of nightmares. The spoken word in the actual song is meant to be the voice of the devil.
Right.
Who is trying to convince me to take my own life as well so that I can still be with her in the afterlife. Now, obviously, I don't believe in the devil. I don't subscribe to the notion that there is this guy with horns and a pitchfork in a place that people called hell. I just don't believe in that kind of thing. I love the mythology of it. I love movies like The Exorcist and so on and so forth. And it was when I was actually standing over her casket at her funeral, an open casket, that the imagery started coming into my mind of the suggestive voice of the devil actually trying to get me to do something that obviously is the most damaging and most destructive thing that you can do to those who love you around you. So the whole point of the song was to try and relay how frightening suicide really is and how much damage it does not only to obviously the person committing it, but to those around you who love you and who are left behind.
Of all Disturbed songs, it would seem to me that that would probably be the one that you've had the most connection emotionally, people like giving you feedback about how that's connected with them, touched them. Is that the case?
We've gotten thousands upon thousands of emails and posts from people all over the country and all over the world who've seen the video, who've heard the song, who really understood the meaning behind it, and it helped them come to terms with their own experiences of suicide. I mean, obviously, suicide is a very taboo topic for any musician to touch, let alone a metal musician. So we figured that we might as well put our balls on the table and make it count.
Yeah, and classy move putting the suicide prevention hotline disclaimer at the front and back end of the video.
Well, it's definitely not meant to encourage the act. It's meant to show how frightening it is and to discourage the act. So if anyone out there knows anybody who's thinking about it, definitely try and get them help because it hurts everyone around them.
Dave Draiman from Disturbed, everybody. 8:35 tonight. We look forward to seeing you guys live up there, tearing it up for Atlanta. Thank you, Dave, so much. Here is
guys.
Inside the Fire. We're live out of the Lakewood Amphitheater. It's Mayhem Fest, and this is Project 961.